Hey, welcome to Quick Flicks with the Casual Hour. My name is Bobby, and today we are checking out Ooblets. Ooblets launched in early access back in July of 2020 and hit 1.0 on September 1st, 2022. It is currently out on the on the Xbox, on the Switch, and on the Epic Games Store. It is exclusive to that, and it's $30 if you want to pick it up. If you're unfamiliar with what Ooblets is, man, look at that handsome fellow there. We are playing with the gamepad on PC today. Ooblets is what I would call like a slice of life sim management meets monster catching game. And look at this, we've got a nice rainy day. That means less work for us. There's going to be a lot to unpack here, and I'm going to do my absolute best to stay a bit focused here as I fly solo today. We are currently at the property that you are given when you come to the first town, which is Badge Town, and you leave the life behind you, all the hustle and bustle. You want to find a place that actually has Ooblets, because where you come from, there aren't any. And let me show the map to you really quick. We're not going to fly anywhere just yet, and I'll explain that in a second. But you come into Badge Town here, and there's a lot that you can unlock on the map, but we're going to be focusing today on Badge Town. You can explore that on your own, but you'll unlock those other areas by playing the story beats. And they do a pretty good job of teaching you what you should and shouldn't know, or what you should and shouldn't be doing at the start of it. So first and foremost, you can create a character, and I've made myself here. Pretty happy with that. But there's all kinds of things, from managing materials that you will grow or find by just exploring the environments that you're in. You're going to be managing social relationships in the form of stickers with people that will be located throughout the main town of Badge Town here. You'll also have Ooblets, which are the cutest little creatures that are designed to help you in dance-offs, but also with tasks around the farm. And as you can see, I can hold up to 59 at my house. I have 44 of them occupied. You can have up to 8 on your person at any given moment. You get badges by doing things, from farming to dancing to friendships, collecting, and they give you little mile markers where you're going to get wishes, which is one of the currencies in the game to unlock more recipes and crafting materials. And they've got a really nice almanac here in the game that will show you all the Ooblets. And you're going to notice that there's 3 images. I have a silhouette, and I have 2 to the right. Strumbo here is actually the starting Ooblet that I went with, and there's 3 clubs that each have kind of an Ooblet associated with it. I went for the more outdoorsy type, chose Strumbo, but I later found an uncommon variant. For fans of Pokemon, you could think more along the lines of like a shiny, but there's also what's called a gleamy, and I think that's the true shiny of the game. So the uncommon is just more of like a color variant, where the gleamy is going to have sparkles and a bright trail that follows it whenever you have it on your party. As I've got 3 of them, but if you leave it back at your house doing tasks, it has a chance to produce obsidian, which is one of the more rare items in the game. And speaking of that, you're going to see that there's things that you can pick up. And before I grab this, I'm going to have you look at the upper right hand corner. You're going to see the time of day. You're going to see what day of the week it is, and you're going to see 2 bars. The top is going to be your overall energy. The bottom is going to be your stamina. And so if I grab this, it's going to take 3 energy, and you're going to see that top bar slightly go down. I mean, not a whole lot there. But if I grab these 2 other items that are just laying around, you'll notice that I've now gone down a little bit. So you are managing your stamina. You can only do so much in a day. Talking to people does not take any of your stamina, but it does go into meters that you're filling up to unlock things like those badges we called out earlier. And they'll also give you other items. But it's just managing your social relationships here in town. And you can talk to other people as you travel around, but these are where you're really going to see a good return on potential investment there. So I like to make my way around town each day, try and talk to the standard people, look for any rare items, and then we'll get into some of the, like, I don't want to call it combat, but the battling mechanics, and I'll talk a little bit about the farming loop as well. Here's obsidian, so sometimes it'll occur naturally. You need that for some pretty important things in the game. There's a few shops. One to note, so I can pull it up here. Mead, as you're looking at the town here, these are all the shops that you can go into and where the people will be hanging out. So you've got a few clubs, you've got a few shops, and then you've got the wildlands area. So if I go into Mead Seeds, which is a very good name, there's going to be a handful of seeds that you can purchase to bring back to your farm to grow. And there's going to be items that are on sale, different items every day. So look for the red smiley face sign, and you will see a deep discount. It'll tell you about what you're going to grow, how many days it takes to grow, and what you can make with it. If you're going to do crafting, you can only buy up to 20 of an item each day. So I will always pop in here and use gummies, which is the currency. You can see that up there in the upper left. And then bottom left, let's call that out really quick. So you can hide your task if you want more of a clean interface. You can expand this also. So you've got daily wishes. So if I fulfill a Pliny's order, which we go to that next, if we plant a spring bean, which I've got some of those, and if we buy some clothing, we can get extra wishes. So you're like, well, what are wishes? Outside of gummies, which is used to buy seeds and other things in the game, you're going to, oh, there's a really good run mechanic, and I just look like a big goof. Look at this. So silly. This wishing well here in the middle of town. If you come up to the wishing well, I have 585 wishes available. I could buy straight gummies if I wanted to. I can buy a clawfoot, which is also another rare one, same as obsidian. But then there's other blueprints you can get. You can buy speedy grow. I'm saving up for these faster shoes. So we're not quite there, but maybe we can do a few things today to help that out. So this order, one of the other shops, is this little vending machine. And this is a really easy way to make money. So Tud and friends, they want some muzz, which is like a corn. Yeah. You're going to also find that this game's adorable. It's painfully cute, annoyingly beautiful. I love the art style and the language they use in it. It's just a very chill, cozy, fun vibe. And I have a great time with it. You can have 4 of these selected, by the way. I also have Pompadours. Wow, that's a pretty good payout. So we'll grab this one. And I don't want to get rid of the clawfoots, but we'll do the caroots. I've already accepted that one. Let me see if there's one more on here. Some of these I don't feel is a great payout, but what do I know? We'll just go with that for now. So I've got a few other tasks that you can see, the Pliny's ones there. And there's one also that if I visit this vacation spot, which I might show you that before we go. So these are all the things that will be here. So Friend Buns is one of the groups. Moss Sprouts is another one. Minpins, those are the clubs. And then the Wildlands is where you can dump Ooblets. It's not quite a daycare for Pokemon fans, but it is a place. Oh, I gotta find a missing Gloopy Legs. Over here, if I add a port forward Ooblet, which is another location you can visit, I will get the points I need to go in towards that lumberjack hat, which, as somebody goes by Lumberjack Smack, is a very important thing. You're probably noticing like all these Ooblets that are just hanging around, and I can go up and dance, and that's how you engage with these Ooblets. And if you win the dance off, they will leave a seed that you will plant, and then you can grow one. These two require soggy bread, which is a recipe that you can make. So if I go to my recipes, soggy bread, there it is. Soggy bread will give you 25 energy. It's made in an old hot plate, and it requires a bread Sammy and rain plops. So if I wanted to make a bread Sammy, which is this one, I'd need fructose, which you make from Sweetie Beaties, which are these crops. Where are they at? Whoops. Sweetie Beaties. Right there. Anyway, I don't have it to fight with them or to dance with them. But, ooh, And look at that, Melda. I just filled up our friend meter. And you'll get a sticker, which is very cool. And then he usually give you like 1 or 2 extra gifts. So bean juice is something that I use all the time. It's a cup of coffee. It will allow you to get 40 of your energy back, and it increases your run speed. If I get up and I start doing a lot of farming, ooh, I got double bean juice, even better. I don't want to take a nap. I want to get to work on stuff. You can do so. This is the dance barn. This is a daily tournament. And this is where I'm going to show you how the dancing mechanics work in the game. And then we'll head to the farm after it. So you can see over on the right for the tournament schedule, those are items that you can win each day. And we want to, let me turn that down really quick. We want to be able to get that coop and the freebie coop also. So let's just show this off really quick. And it starts with 1v1, 2v2, and then 3v3. And you can sometimes get up to like 6, 7. I think I've even had a battle with all of my Ooblets at once. So when you're selecting your squad, and this is who I've got so far, you can always see what their dance moves are. And we are going to, I really like Shrumbo. I think that they've got a really good return on the investment here. I mean, you can get 8 points for all 4. It's just a great solo Ooblet in my opinion. So the battling system in Ooblets is card based, and if you've played any modern deck building game, you know exactly what to do here for the most part. Left and right sides of the screen are the bars that you will be filling up. The target here is 20. Whoever gets the 21st wins. You have 3 beats per turn, and you can see that I have varying degrees of cost on these cards. So I could play this card and this card, or I can just go and steal. I don't have any points to steal, so I'm not going to do that. I don't really need to add a move to my hand. So it comes down to, I know 6 points is going to be valuable, so I'll do that. Look at those moves. And just for the sake of adding a card, I will do that because points don't carry over to the next fight. So it added in another card that I just used. So we'll end our turn. They gained hype. So hype is a multiplier that you get that will increase values on your abilities. You can play it by cards. Some cards have it built into it. I am going to go straight offense here and go for a combo of points versus hyping up first. And you can see their beats in the upper right hand corner. You can do things too to earn more beats throughout a fight. Like that, to gain a beat card. Always helpful. Alright, so I can hype this up. That's for... So that wouldn't be a... Let's do that. Let me show you how this works. Hype increases the power of your dance moves. So I'll play this first. And if you are going to play anything with hype, I would recommend going first with it. So now I can play either one of these, and you can see that that went up from 2 and this went up from 4 to 5. That'll put us at 18. We're almost at the finish line for this battle. They're at 13 as well. And look at that. We've got all kinds of stuff. I don't need to spend a lot of time here. I will go out with a bang though and make damn sure they know that we are the winner. So the first wave of this tournament is now in the books for us. You will get XP as you level up your Ooblets there. You're going to be able to get more cards to use in battle, and you get wishies as well. So we got more wishies, which is great. And I could keep going through this, but we'll hold off for this quick look. And let's head back out. And we're going to go back to our farm because I want to show that off to y'all. So now here's my farm. And I've chosen a pretty standard, in my opinion, approach to this. A lot of times when I play games like Stardew Valley, when I play Harvest Moon, any type of game where I'm growing crops, I am going to use a 3x3 grid. And that works out incredibly well here in Ooblets because you can build these Oob coops. And with them, you can go in here, and this is pretty awesome. Hello, everybody. There I am. Inside, you can put 3 ooblets because I've upgraded this to the 3rd tier. There's 5 different versions of the coops that you can get. So far, I've automated clearing weeds, rocks, and twigs, watering the crops, and then even harvesting. The next size up, which is 4, is going to allow me to also plant seeds. So if I wanted to upgrade, I am almost there. I am 1 item away from being able to upgrade that. So let's back out for the time being. I'm going to look around because I still have some portions of undeveloped, and I need wood. And look at that. So now I have enough to upgrade one of my coops to a level 4. And I will probably do this one here because I've already got a level 4 on this side. So let me show you what that looks like. You can see I have seeds there. I have 2 other spots to bank seeds, and I could put 1 more ooblet, which I don't have any available. So I need another ooblet here. And I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade this so you can see what that looks like. I mean, it doesn't have a big animation. You just press X if you're playing on controller, hit Y to upgrade, and look at that. Now we've got a level 4 that will plant, harvest, water, clear. So I've automated 2 of these farms, or 2 of these little plots. So I mentioned in the dance-off, you get a seed if you wanted to grow an ooblet, and that's what this looks like here. So I have a moogie, and you can grow them, and boom, they would pop out just like that. So there's a moogie. It's a flightless ooblet. Most ooblets are flightless, but it just seemed more appropriate to mention in regard to moogie. Look, I don't disagree. It kind of looks like a penguin. So now Moogie's just going to run around on the property unless we tell Moogie to go somewhere. And I've got 2 level 4s. This one could use a 4th as well. So I'll come over here and I will find Moogie. And you can see that Moogie is not anywhere. It's just at home. And now Moogie shows up here, straw hat in tow. And I've got 4 ooblets working this plot. And so they're taking care of everything from seed automation to picking up. Now, I've got a bunch of seeds down here in my toolbar, and you can customize the layout. That's the bottom of the screen. And I've got a bunch of carrots here. So I'm going to start to plant them. This is a level 3. They will not plant seeds on this one. But if I put those out here, they will certainly make sure they stay nice and wet and tended. And I'll do the same thing because I just want everybody to have some work to do. I love crafting in games. I love farming. Harvest Moon, I think, was the first game that really caught my attention back in the PlayStation 2 days. And I remember spending a lot of time, and I thought it was really cool, like having events and things to do. I spent a ton of time playing Stardew Valley as well. But Ooblets came out for me in the midst of the pandemic in early access, and that was a really weird time for a lot of folks, myself included. And I found this game to be so therapeutic and enjoyable and just a dopamine hit. Doing things outside, talking to people, going to dance-offs, like all of these things just really gave me a lot of energy and excitement during a period where you couldn't do a whole lot. So we're just planting seeds. I'm going to finish doing this by hand. Boom. And then I wanted to show you how this worked for these. So they don't have anything to go after. So I'm going to give them these clothlets, and you can choose how many. So I can split this. I'll give them 10. I'll do the same thing for both locations. So they've got 10 of each of these, and then I'll go to the other one. And this doesn't require any energy. So like the sooner that you can unlock these blueprints and start to increase your output, that means that you're not spending more time like consuming things to give you more energy back or trying to take naps to keep up with everything. Oops, did not want to do that. I want to put all 10 in there. And you also have not just a farm to upkeep, you have an entire house that you can upgrade as well. So let's go take a look at that. My house, I've upgraded the size of, and I've done some decor too, including the outside. But it's for the most part, it's cozy. Like I like the feel in here, and I've got 3 main rooms. But you can buy furniture in town. I haven't been to that shop with you all yet, so we'll go check out clothes and furniture next. But here I have a little stovetop. This is the old hot plate where I can cook things. And you can see up here that you can include, so now I've got my chest to where I don't have to have everything. I can just start cooking stuff based off of the chests that are around it. So this opens up a wide range of what I can and can't make. So I don't have a bread Sammy, but if I wanted to make that soggy bread to go and fight those or dance with those bears, I could do that by doing so. So this is where you would cook those recipes if you needed to. And I organize stuff based off of more like hardware that I would buy or craft for the farm. Here, as you find ooblets, you can scan them and get these little trophies to put up in a museum. And then these are more of like my found forged items, so I can just drop them off here and keep that there. So I tend to hoard a lot of stuff. I don't sell as soon as I get it. Also, every morning you're going to be told by the Hanker bot, hey, you need to make one of these go-go cupcakes for Churls, because Churls likes those, and if you do, you'll get a better boost to your friendship. So I showed you the seed shop. We did take some orders there. I haven't turned those in. That's my shop. You unlock that later in the game. I have not done a whole lot here. I just unlocked it recently. And you can play shopkeep. So here you can decorate this how you want to. You can add more items that you would put out for folks to buy. And then you can come up here and you can do upgrades where you would do like a crop event, Treebie event, or you could do like a weekly update and figure out like what to do on those days for things. So that's a lot of fun. If I open my shop, it would start that, but we're not going to get to work today. We're going to show you everything else. Kiban, I think is how you say that. It's weird. But this is where you can buy items. And these are all clothing items. It does not matter, by the way, I will say from a representation standpoint, non-binary, trans, gay, straight, doesn't matter. You can find something here to wear that you feel comfortable in. They don't limit it based off of any type of constructs there. And you can buy items like backpacks to expand your storage. So this mega rucksack, if I wanted to buy it, will add 15 additional inventory slots when wearing any bag or backpack. So that's a pretty handy thing. Not cheap, but handy. And then over here, this is going to be your furniture. So this is stuff for both for your home and your shop. And you can do everything from paint to flooring. So this is a sensible carpet and cream. Spots and bits wallpaper, it shows you a little bit of it. That's kind of a fun Saved by the Bell 80s vibe. Cream paint, there's a colorful rug, and then they switch out the furniture. I do like this table. I'm going to buy that. I am a mid-century modern junkie, and there happens to be a lot of it to check out. Over here is where you can buy upgrades to your house size. This is a display case that you can get for your shop. And then this thing is pretty handy. This is a fabricator, and here's where you can make the oob coops. You can also make sprinklers. You can buy wooden paths. All good things. And I'll keep going around town a little bit here. So I mentioned where you do your wishies. There's the mail. The mayor. Oh my gosh, not mail. You get mail though. Tinsel. And we got, ooh, some seeds and planklet. These cans. So if I started to pick these up, you're going to find them every few days. There'll be a couple piles. And there's a reconstitutor. That's what they call it here in the game. It's basically just recycling. That's down here at the base. One of the things I try to do is always pick those cans up. And you can put other items in here, but I typically keep it just the cans. And you can see in the upper right-hand corner, once you get to a certain amount, you can make different baits that you can fish with. So that'll run in the background. Over here is a coffee shop. So if you did need to grab some bean juice or espresso, you could do so to get a little pep in your step. Ooh, another progress. Look at that. We're getting all kinds of fun stuff on this quick look. We got a popsicle. All right. And we got some gummies. So I can buy ground spring beans. I can make bean juice. I have all the stuff to make this at my house as well. Ooh. That doesn't sound good. The other thing about this game, identity. However you want to identify yourself, there are ways to visually do so. I chose to make my character look a lot like me. I have less hair than that, actually. I'm just straight up bald. Over here, you can change your facial hair, you can change your regular hair, and here you can change your hair color. So feel free to do any of those things while you're hanging out. I guess I can show you that really quick. I don't have to select anything. So if I wanted to change my actual hair, in the game, you can choose any of these styles, which is pretty fun. The face style is the same for every character. So you can absolutely do that. Check those out. Whatever you feel most comfortable doing, I say go for it. And here's what one of the clubs look like. So this is the Mimpins. They're more of like a tech enthusiast club. And each club has like their own specific gear. And you get a currency for that. They were looking for oodles, so I would need to make some oodles or find some. And you can buy a new ability. And I have 3 tokens, so I'm going to buy that. And then this is 5, but these are attacks you can get. So I can't get that, but there's more stuff we can do to unlock that stuff. So we got headbands, we've got fanny packs, an umbrella, all kind of quirky, weird stuff you can get here by going to one of the clubs. Up here at the top, there's a couple houses of people that live here that you can go into, and you'll find these tokens. And these tokens are for you. So it's like, what kind of ability? I don't know the exact breakdown of how they work. Oh, sorry, they're those are the tokens that you're using to buy stuff from the clubs. So if you see those laying around, pick them up. That's free money. This spot over here is where you make those figurines or other trinkets that you can put around your house or shops. And if you have any new Ooblets, you can get money by scanning them. I don't have anything new. Over here, we can go back and print. And you can print any version that you have. So if I wanted to print, like maybe I got an unusual one after having the common, but I want to put the unusual one on display. You could come out here and print that for 5 nernies. And then this is the Hankerbot. Little things laying around town, little lore building things. Let me show you Town Hall really quick, because that's where you can display your Ooblets. Make sure you talk to everybody every day, because you're going to get stuff if you do. Look at that. We are on fire this one. Got some caroots. So in the Town Hall, there's a couple things you can unlock, but this is more of a museum. And here you can put different clusters of the Tims. Oh my gosh, not the Tims. I've been playing Tim also. Holy cow. Ooblets. And you can just store them and add them in, which is a lot of fun. So scan those in. Get those taken care of. And the day is progressing. We're getting into the afternoon hours. Gonna dance. Oh, let me turn in an order. I know that we needed to get... I don't know if I have enough to turn in, though. I need to get the Muzz. Let me go grab that. I knew I forgot to get that at the house. So we'll turn that in really quick. Muzz and caroots. I keep all of my homegrown stuff over here. And you can do split stack. You can do quick move. I'm just doing the quick move for this. Was Muzz too. There we go. All right. Task has been updated. I know it because I grabbed him. So you just head back to that little vendor and we'll complete that. Get our money. Great. And then we get those stars for turning that in. We needed to buy some clothing, so I can buy one thing really quick. I'll buy something cheap. Maybe some glasses. There we go. 20 wishies. And what was the last one that we had? Plant a spring bean. I thought I had those. I guess I did not get those. So let me grab some spring beans here. And we'll go plant these. And this is literally just the loop, you know, going around doing stuff for folks. There's main quests that I'm just not actively doing right now because I'm having a good time getting my house the way I want it. I recently redid the plots here in my farm to try and maximize moving more to like oob coops because I was spending so much time farming and doing shit. All right, there we go. So I've done all 3 of my dailies. I need to get the rest of these knocked out. But yeah, that's Ooblets in a nutshell. There are little fun spots you can go and check out. Like as I mentioned, I did get down by the waterfront, by the beach. There, I didn't mention that. I'm sorry. I did. It just said the quest for us to do. It said to go to the vacation spot, which is what this is going to be. You can find these throughout the front. If you've played Animal Crossing New Horizons, especially, you're going to find those little recipes in the jars. This is going to be a location you can fly to. There'll usually be kind of a rarer ooblet here and then 2 rare items to pick up. So obsidian being one of those. And then the Nernies. So it's a great way to get some rare items, but also if I wanted to get into a dance off, I don't have the stuff here to do it, but you could grab, you can come back. Like it's not a one and done. So I can keep coming back here if I wanted to go back and build what they were hungry for. I can come here and dance battle and have some good stuff to show from it. But these little islands were added somewhere along the line towards the 1.0 launch because they were not part of the early game that I remember playing. So this was a pleasant surprise coming back to it after a couple of years of early access. But there's other towns very similar to Badgetown that there's a whole bunch of different things to go and check out. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone because there's some neat stuff that they unveil. But playing the game will... And a lot of the things that you would progress are based off of, hey, you need to repair the balloon. And you need to just go and either grow or find resources to a certain amount. And they put buckets out in front of the things that you need to be repairing and taking care of. And by doing so, it's like, okay, cool. You hit that target. You're now able to go. It's similar to what I showed in that clubhouse. This is the wildlands. This is where the ooblets that you can release. So if I didn't have enough room on my farm, this is where a lot of them go. Not all, like I did not do that for all of these. They just happen to be in this area. But there are definitely ooblets here that I have caught and released, and I can retrieve them at no cost. You can pet the ooblet, so do that. That's always a good time. And as you continue to expand the wildlands area that we're in, you're going to find more forgeable resources that you can grab and bring back. So we're getting to be about bedtime, and I wanted to wrap up the quick look and show you what it looks like to run a full day cycle here on the first little area, Badgetown. So we'll head back to the farm. I've got a little bit of energy left. I typically don't have this much energy by this time of the day. Also, is that a... Let me see something here. Can't tell which version that is. That's a common one. All right. I thought that was the uncommon color. Maybe I was wrong. The color change throws me off because everything gets a different shade to it. All right, so back here at the farm. Oh, the one thing I have not shown you all is I have not fully developed everything. So your farm usually stopped about right here, but I bought the farm expansion and I've got all this area to continue building out. In my original plan, I had much larger plots to build stuff with, but I have since changed my focus to be, again, these more manageable little deals here. So I'm trying my best to stay on top of that and build out more coops, but I've been upgrading everything to at least level 3 so it can handle harvesting and watering and all that, which is what you need to do. So we're gonna wait for it to be night, which it's almost there. Any last things to burn up some of my energy today? Let's make sure I didn't miss pick anything up. They should be able to put their own stuff out now. Yep, because that's a level 4. That's great. Nothing else to pick up, because when they harvest, they just drop it around the location, so I don't have to spend any of my energy there. All right, let's go to bed. And I wanted to show you what the wrap up does, so you can see here your character is just like, please, for the love, put me to sleep. So we'll sleep until the morning, and then we'll call it a quick look. So it's going to show you like everything that you've done for the day, who you talked to, what you went into it. Those all equate to XP for you. That helps you level up your character as well. And then it shows you, hey, here are the ooblets that you're going to see today. No gleamies, but there are some uncommons for sure. So the yellow, if you see yellow font under their name, that is a uncommon. So there's an uncommon Shrumbo, there's an uncommon Hermble, Durble, Snurfler, and Gully Splot. So I might try and grab those today. And you'll start your day up full health, well, full energy, not really health. And you can come out here, and if you did not have the automation set up, you would have to pick all these, which is going to just burn up energy. And look at that. I'm just running around collecting everything. So if you enjoy what you saw here today, if you have any desire to play this, I would say get to a state of automation as quickly as possible. And that's literally any of these types of games. If you have repeated tasks, like put your money, time, and efforts into whatever is going to allow you to do those tasks more efficiently, to where you can just get out and play the game and enjoy that versus spending all your time here at the farm. So speaking of that, if you like what you saw here today and you enjoyed this quick look, I'm going to say like, subscribe to our channel. We put 2 of these up every week, Tuesdays and Thursday mornings, youtube.com/casual hour. If you are into watching people play video games and engaging with them while they do that, well, we can do that 3 nights a week. We stream Mondays and Fridays right here on Twitch, well, over on twitch.tv/casual hour, where we play games like Ooblets, other strategy games. We play Mario Kart, sometimes with friends of the show. It's always fun. And then Wednesday nights at 10:30 p.m. Central, we record our podcast live right there on Twitch. And then we put that up wherever you listen to podcasts. So please like, subscribe, hang out, get to know us. I'm usually joined by Chase and or Johnny, 2 of my co-hosts. And we have a lot of fun. So I appreciate everybody who has hung out and watched Ooblets. It's been a lot of fun showing it off to you. It's one of my favorite games this year. And if you have any questions, throw a comment down and I'll do my best to get back to you all. Talk to you all soon. Thanks a lot.